Yo guys, just a quick video here. I just want to talk about Wonder of how absurdly broken this unit is, and I believe that he is better than like most godlies in the game as of now. So yeah, I was halfway through my Johnny grind, but I think I'm kind of lazy to get him because I don't have enough mythic shots. Yeah, without further ado, let's check out my man Wonder of You. Okay guys, so for the first stage I'm gonna try my Wonder of You in is the new Corpse Dungeon game mode, and obviously since I'm doing this solo, bro, I'm just gonna be doing it with 2 modifiers, and yeah, it is the easiest ones here because yo, my Wonder of You only has magical. Alright, if I had glorious, I'll put in more modifiers, but as of now, we're just gonna do 2 modifiers. Alright, here we go. Okay guys, so we're in the stage, and I'm not gonna lie, bro, I cannot really assure you that I'm able to clear this stage because yeah, my Wonder of You is not that good, but I know well that he's actually gonna do a very good job at clearing this stage. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys why this unit is just absurdly insane, and I believe it is better than like most godlies in the game. The only godlies that are like better than him are like the top tier godlies, you know, Sung Jin Woo, Gilgamesh, you know, all the top godlies, and the new Johnny of course is better than Wonder of You. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't know if Ichigo is like better than Wonder of You, or Wonder of You is better than Ichigo, but I think they're like on the same level, kind of on the same level. And yeah, all right, now let us talk about Wonder of You. All right, so when you place this guy down, you might realize something, bro. Look at his range. Bro, look at his range. 91 range on placement. If you guys don't know how big 91 range is, look at this, bro. He's covering like 75% of the map with his range, which is absurd. Okay, and his damage, okay, it's not that good. 3 million every 6 seconds. You might think that's kind of bad, but it doesn't really matter. All right, so anyways, I'm gonna stop upgrading my farms here because I need to upgrade my Wonder of You a little bit. He's also very cheap to place down. He only costs 1,000 to place down, so yeah, let me upgrade him up. Okay, there we go. He had his second upgrade. He's doing 13 million every 6 seconds, and yeah. All right, let us take a look at his passives, bro. Like, this is genuinely where it gets actually insane. Okay, boom. Oh yeah, one thing I want to mention, he also applies Despair, which is kind of insane. This just makes him a good support for all your other units, which is nuts. And yeah, let us take a look at his passives. Calamities. Wonder if you have 3 zones: inner zone, middle zone, outer zone. Inner zone is 30 range, middle zone is 75 range, outer zone is full range. Once an enemy enters range, take 10% of his damage every 10 seconds. Okay, so on top of his damage he's doing right here, he's doing full AoE every 1 second, but it's only 10% of his damage, which is nuts. Next up, 5% more damage for every clone he has spawned. And yeah, that passive is only relevant later on, but yeah, I'll talk about it later. After enemies stay in his outer zone for 15 seconds, take 5% for each additional second in range. And I'm not gonna lie, bro, this passive basically has 100% uptime because yeah, let me show you guys. When you upgrade him up to upgrade 6, he gets 228 range.
Oh my god!
And if you just max him out, his range is 304. And by the way, this is without a maxed out skill tree. His skill tree is not maxed out. Yeah, he only has 5,000 kills. And yeah, bro, 300 range. If you guys don't know how big 300 range is, let me just go to free camera mode here. Bro. Yeah, it literally covers the whole map, bro. This is literally the whole map and more. He's covering the whole map and more, bro, which is nuts. Okay, and yeah, next up, this is his other passive. Calamity zones. Upon entering new zones, enemies are inflicted with different effects. So the outer zone, middle zone, and inner zone. This is the thing up here. When they enter the outer zone, they get stunned. Middle zone, they get stunned and hit with a random status effect. And when they enter the inner zone, after 10 seconds, inflict stun and 3 random status effects. And all enemies in range take more damage from Calamity passive based on current zone for the next 30 seconds. Okay, so he just has a lot of like damage additional multipliers with all of his passives here, which is kind of insane. And bro, let us move on to the ability that he does, bro. Post-death resonance. Okay, this is where he gets absurdly broken. Post-death resonance. Upon activation, spawn a clone beside a random unit in range. 5 clone cap will have 50% of his damage and 10% of the unit he is spawned to, plus with a 300 million cap, also have a passive called Calamity Clone. Alright, the passive does say 5 clone cap, but realistically, most of the time you will only have 2 clones active because, yeah, if you guys do not know, this ability has a 30-second cooldown, so yeah, and the clone disappears every 60 seconds, so yeah, most of the time you'll probably only have 2 clones active. So yeah, let me just place my units down here. So if I pop this ability, boom, a clone should spawn. They have 225 range and they have 55 range with 9-second SPA, but it also have a passive on their own called Calamity Clone. The clone has a 50% chance to reapply the effect that the main unit applied to the enemy once it has expired. So yeah, it is very, very broken, and I don't know, and I believe with 2 clones his DPS skyrockets by ×2. Yeah, it gives him a ×2 DPS since the clones does 50% of his damage. And yeah, that is the extent of Wonder Review's abilities and passives. But unfortunately though, I think due to my low stats in my Wonder Review, you know, bad enchant, bad skill tree, we were not able to clear the stage. But we did do a good job. We did reach wave 30 at the end here, and yeah, we still get some of the things that you need to train for the tokens. And yeah, now I'm just gonna compare him to another godly unit, Chainsaw Man. Oh, okay guys, so for our comparison, I'm going to be comparing Wonder Review to the newest Dark Godly that got added, which is Chainsaw Man over here. So yeah, placement cost, of course, Wonder Review wins. He only costs 1,000, so let's just place him down, and let's just place my man Chainsaw Man down over here, and boom, there they are. So yeah, let me max out Wonder Review here. This is Wonder Review maxed out. He only cost around 600k to max out, which is incredibly cheap nowadays in Anime Last Stand. And yeah, his range 325. Crazy work, bro. I think in this map you're actually able to see just how big it is. Yeah, look, bro. Look, man, this map is already so big, but he still covers the whole map. Look at this. All right, anyways, let's just move on to Chainsaw Man here. By the way, my Chainsaw Man has a full skill tree, as you can see here, 15,000 kills. He also has Glorious, meaning he has a better enchant. But if you max out Chainsaw Man here, boom, he only has 486 million damage, and his SPA is 5, which is lower. But bro, keep in mind, this is with Glorious and a maxed out skill tree. And look at Wonder Review here. He only has Avatar and Magical, and he's already doing more damage. And of course, the SPA is higher, but I don't think that matters, okay? Since Wonder Review also beats him in the range department here. And yeah, I think that just shows you how absurdly broken Wonder Review is. And of course, passives-wise, I don't know if I can really calculate it, okay? But Chainsaw Man, when maxed out, has an effect. He does Hemorrhage here, which is a very good passive, and it applies 140% of this unit's damage, and it makes the enemy take 10% more damage. I don't know if most of you like even know his passive, because I don't think a lot of people are using Chainsaw Man right now due to the fact that they're just way better godlies, you know, Gilgamesh, the new Johnny. And yeah, honestly, bro, Chainsaw Man is good and all, but I don't really recommend you using him because, bro, Chainsaw Man has a very annoying passive, which is this one here, the ally consumption passive. Every 10 attacks, eat a random unit in range. Upon eating it, the Chainsaw Man gains 25% damage and status effects the unit has, but he stuns the unit for 30 seconds, bro, which is just annoying, man. Like, look at this. Right now, my Wonder Review is stunned, and my Chainsaw Man does get buffed and everything, but it stuns the unit that he targets with this passive. Though this passive is insane, since you gain the status effects of the unit stunned, I don't think it is enough to cover the DPS that you're losing out on the unit that gets stunned, bro. So yeah, I don't really know that much, but yeah, in my humble opinion, bro, I believe that Wonder Review right now is currently better than Chainsaw Man, okay? And Chainsaw Man is, by the way, a godly unit. Okay, look at this. It's a godly unit. He took me around like 24 hours to get. Yeah, and Wonder Review took me like 2 hours max. I just had to do 35 of the tier 5 portals. And yeah, if I use a Wonder Review's passive here, by the way, if it lands on Chainsaw Man, does it land on Chainsaw Man? Okay, it did not. Okay, wait, I'm stunned. Okay, see, it's annoying, bro. This is what's so annoying about Chainsaw Man. Stuns your unit forever. And yeah, by the way, he's back. If I use this, yeah, the Wonder Review clone spawns, and it takes in the range and the damage from the unit. And yeah, now this guy has 142 range, which is crazy. And yeah, I guess that just shows you the extent of how broken Wonder Review actually is as a non-god unit. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Just wanted to make this quick video to just point out how broken Wonder Review is. And yeah, 100% must get. It's not even a godly, bro, so it's easy for most of you. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, bro. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.